Hey, everybody, this is Max Slaughter with Trust Technology Consultants. October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and we're hosting a lunch and learn to help our clients and business leaders in our community strengthen their cyber defenses. Save the date for October 12th. I'm here today to introduce our speaker, Jason Kaufman, and to talk more about the event. Jason, tell us a little bit about yourself and why cybersecurity is important to Telarus.
Yeah, Mac, thanks for having me. And yeah, a little bit about myself. So, I've been on the sales engineering side. I started off with an aggregator. So, worked in the UCaaS and CCaaS space, and then started, designing networks. And then I ran the operations for a desktop as a service, little micro organization where we ran Citrix and VDI on Azure. So that's when I started getting into the cybersecurity piece, because we're also doing a lot of data management there, migrations and then establishing policies through Active Directory. And then when I moved over to Telarus, the big buzz was cybersecurity and then also mobility IoT, but nothing really picked up the same as cybersecurity, because it's really the one piece in any of our verticals to where a company can literally go out of business if they don't mitigate it as much as possible. So, I mean, we're seeing that every day where companies like, yeah, we're not really a, focus point for the threat actors, we're too small to be cared about. And unfortunately, that's not really true. I live in a small town in Florida, a little town called Venice, and I'm hearing consistently how little mom and pop shops are getting ransomware now that ransomware is so cheap to actually have somebody that has no idea what they're doing from a coding perspective do ransomware as a service, which, fun fact, it's not so fun. It costs them about $10 a month to do ransomware as a service, to where they can go really attack anybody that they want to, find out what they have from a data perspective, and then charge what they see as equivalent from their financials that they're finding within this data. So you're seeing companies that are going out of business, very sad, because they didn't mitigate any of this and thought that they initially weren't a target. So cybersecurity, reason why it's important to us is because it is truly a business impacting event, rather than, pretty much anything else that we have in our portfolio, which, cloud, CCaaS and all that stuff. Cybersecurity is the one thing that we generally focus on for that reason.
That is crazy to hear and scary to hear. And this is not a scheduled prop, but literally I've got $10 in my pocket today. And
so you have what it takes.
I have what it takes. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous. Well, in addition to that, learning some information, what else can our guests expect when they come to our Lunch and Learn event?
Yeah, great question. So one of the things we always like sharing is, we take an agnostic perspective. So we're not going to, shove a specific solution down your throat. We're going to talk about the different, the entire threat landscape, what we're seeing from, data points. This area is growing from, the threats are coming in this route. We're seeing a big uptick and, the actual users themselves becoming, part of the threat landscape. And then now with the move to remote workforce, just expanding the entire network to where the IT staff doesn't just have to focus on a specific building and a specific network, but they have to rely on you and your home network as well. So talking about the changes that we're seeing, a lot of things where IT staff that are, we're sharing the security, sharing the security, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Responsibility.
Responsibility, security, responsibility as well. Man, I need more coffee. But, sharing that load now, and now it's ever expanding on something that they weren't specialists from the beginning. Now they're looking at needing help. And that's kind of where we're coming into play. Say, hey, this is where, we see, holes and gaps into what you're doing currently. We understand your budget is this. Let's help you prioritize and find assistance for you, whether it's something you can do internally or something that you can outsource and not only pay a ton of money for, but something that fits your objectives perfectly that you can afford. So that's kind of where a lot of those conversations go, and help you have that conversation, help you see where those gaps are, establishing a framework, looking where your endpoints, your network, and your users, putting this stuff all together, and just getting a whole cybersecurity picture.
Fantastic. Well, that has already got me super excited. As a reminder, it is October 12th. We are going to have it at the BIPSI and Louisiana Tech Academic Success Center. You can find details in the link provided in the post here. Please register on the Eventbrite link so we know how many people are coming. We're going to have fantastic barbecue catered by Silver Star and fantastic speaker with Jason. And then we're also going to have a lot of community leaders there where we can all talk and have a little Q&A with Jason and a little bit of back and forth with everybody as well, because we're all in this together. So let's just have a great event. Jason, thank you so much for your time this morning, and I look forward to seeing you next month.